In this document, there are, hopefully, supposed to be only one spot color, a Pantone blue that's used in the logo and added in the background of the page. I switched to the printing and proofing workspace, and I built in or embedded a custom pre-flight profile. You'll see at the bottom left there's one error, and if I bring up the pre-flight panel, I could see there's incorrect number of spot colors. In my settings file, I had put no more than one spot colors allowed, and there are two. So using the separations preview panel, I can choose View Separations, and if I stretch it a bit, I could see that it's using a Pantone Reflex Blue CV, which used to stand for Computer Video, and Pantone Reflex Blue C, which stands for Coded. Years ago, in earlier versions of Illustrator or earlier versions of the Creative Suite applications, they used CV for Computer Video, CVC for Computer Video Coded, CVU for Computer Video Uncoded. Ultimately, there's only supposed to be one extra Pantone of the Reflex Blue in this job. If I click the eye icon next to CMYK, I could turn off all the photos and see where my Pantones exist. If I turn off the Pantone Reflex Blue C, I could see that's in the background, and the CV is just in the logo. If I turn back on the C and off the CV, there you could see where it's used. In fact, on the Separations Preview panel, I could turn off Show Single Plates in Black here through the panel menu. So now when I turn them off or on, they stay in their Reflex Blue color. Now, to get rid of the duplicate color and make sure I only get one extra plate so the print shop doesn't charge me for that, I'll click the panel menu and choose Ink Manager. And in the Ink Manager, I could take this Pantone Reflex Blue CV and alias it or remap it to the C. I don't need to correct the original file that was built in Illustrator, but if it's used a lot, it's still a good idea to do that there. I can make a permanent correction or change here. And when I map it to Pantone Reflex Blue C and click OK, now if I click the eye icon to turn it off or on, I could see that's all in one color. One other note though, I'm noticing a quality issue on this logo. The font looks a bit odd. This was built in such an old version of Illustrator that if I choose Type, Find Font, even though Flood Standard is embedded in the graphic, it's not reading it properly. The odd gaps between the letters and how they're overlapping a bit was the dead giveaway. Often I have to relink it to a newer image, an AI file instead of an EPS to make sure it reads that font embedding information. So through my links panel, the EPS is selected and I will hit Relink. And in the links folder, in your Chapter 9 folder, I'll point it to the Weekend Warrior logo AI. And when I hit Open, there you could see how the text is actually supposed to look. AIs automatically embed the fonts, and this way I guarantee that it reproduces properly. And because my separations preview was already set, I still have that occurring on only the Pantone Reflex Blue C plate. So I'll finish by fitting the spread in Window, and it is important in every job to make sure you don't have extra Pantones, generically known as spot colors, that shouldn't be sent along with the job, or the print shop may charge you to fix that. So before anything leaves my system, going for high-end pre-press, plate making, or image setting, I make sure I've checked all my separations, checked all my fonts, and that everything is laid out properly.